Do you think this is going to be an issue for Labor, or, people will acknowledge that it's a broken promise, but the coalition is so weak at the moment federally that really it's not going to impact on whether Labor gets in for another term or not?
I think if we continue to see this sort of chaos in the power market, if we see a repeat of the disorder that occurred last winter or happens perhaps in a summer before the election, then I think that people will sheet it home to Labor, because they'll look at the transition that we're supposedly going through from relying on baseload power and a fairly predictable grid to one where you've got much more peakiness, as the AER describes it, where there's really no longer an economic case to run a baseload power station because of all this solar on people's roofs during the day, but unfortunately is no help when we all come home from a hot day like it is in Sydney today, 35, switch on the air conditioner, but there are no batteries and there's no solar, and therefore that's when the coal has to kick in. But you can't run a coal-fired power plant on those sorts of business models. It just doesn't work anymore, and those boards and companies are facing so much pressure to get out of coal. So I really think that we're going to see more trouble for the government here before we get to the next election.
Yeah, and that's not even talking about whether we have any blackouts in winter across the country. John, Rolfe, thank you very much for your time.